What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel.
And welcome to the 500 video!
Yep.
Woo!
Video
Fireworks,
number
celebrate!
500. You gotta use your,
Yay, fireworks
your
celebration.
crazy
Yes.
editing skills and put fireworks in here.
Not too much work.
Anyways.
Anyways.
This right here is a video we've been working on for quite a while.
Like a month and a half. 2
Yeah.
months.
We have right here.
We were struggling to decide. I think we spent longer trying to decide what the hell we were going to do for this.
Yeah, because we were gonna do men and women separate, but then we're like, nah, just combine them. We have our list of the top 50 wrestlers of all time. And it's not just WWE. We go outside of WWE as
We kind
well.
of have to.
I'm not going to show you much because I don't want to spoil it, but there's the list.
I'm excited.
We've been working on this pretty much since October, right? October, November. Last year's big project was the Dream WrestleMania card. So this year's big project, we decided we're going to do our top 50 superstars of all time.
But yeah.
So-
This is going to be a good list.
Yeah. This is technically my list. He just said he liked...
Well, we made a very similar
Yeah,
list.
we made our own list pretty much using the same superstars, just a different order.
We had some... We discussed it a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
we had a couple different superstars, but 90% of it was the same superstars, just a different order. But he liked the order of my list better, so...
And I didn't feel like we were doing all mine, to be
Yeah.
honest. I was just like, well, yours is better than mine, so we're just
So-
going to stick with that.
Without further ado, you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's start at number 50.
Number 50 on the top 50 superstars of all time, we have Charlotte Flair.
Look, Charlotte's great. Was she were there some bad parts? Yes, but Larissa didn't have bad parts. When she's good, she's better
Yeah.
than like 90% of the roster.
She's what, a 15-time champion?
Is that a little bit of padding? Little bit.
If her name wasn't Flair, she wouldn't have that many titles.
Fuck no. And does she get given title matches she shouldn't all the time?
Probably.
Yes. But does she deliver a Mania? Most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of her matches, not only Mania, but a good chunk of her PLE matches aren't terrible.
No, they're good.
Yeah, they're...
And now everyone loves her.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing what you can do when you're not
Yeah,
shoved
it's
in a world
weird
title.
seeing her cheered at Evolution.
And just in general now.
Yeah.
Well, that's because she's not shut in the world title program right now.
Yeah.
Like, it felt natural.
She's teaming with Alexa, which I like.
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
Number 49, Christian. Christian Cage, whichever you want to call him.
You talk about a guy who started, not from nothing, but like, him and Edge, we'll get to Edge, were just tag team guys.
Yeah.
But then they split, and you could tell from the early start, WWE's going to push Edge. Christian did everything in his power.
In the group, you could tell that Christian would be, the so-called Marty, but he's not a Marty.
No, and he was like, I want good opportunity. He did okay in the tag team scene for a little bit. Good IC title runs.
But then even like his world title run, his feud with Randy Orton, some people say it might be one of his greatest feuds he ever had.
Literally, if the Summer Punk didn't happen, that would be the feud of the year.
Yeah, that feud is like Christian. I don't want to say was underrated,
He was underrated. No, you do say he was underrated.
but definitely underutilized for sure.
They wanted to put a blue dot over his face.
Like, he was so much better than what people give him credit for.
If you were just talking about WWE, he wouldn't be on this list.
No.
But guess
But
what?
TNA, AEW, everything he's done outside.
He was like that first big guy to jump ship, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
He
so.
was the first guy to jump ship from WWE to TNA.
And then jump back to WWE and win the ECW title.
And then go on that great run.
Yeah,
Well, not great. I'd say pretty good run.
but
Yeah, his work as NWA champion.
and then he shows up in AEW and wins.
You'd think it was going to be a nostalgia act.
Yeah.
You'd think it was just going to be like, oh, he didn't do that much. But no, he won the TNA World title again.
Yep.
Had great matches with Kenny. He made eventually one of the best wrestling shows
Yeah.
of all time.
And now he's the last few years been doing stuff with.
Turtleneck Dad Christian is the
Yeah.
best. He was my favorite thing on AEW for a little bit.
His match with Edge when Edge first showed up in AEW was awesome. Their I Quit match.
Yeah.
So like Edge,
Yes.
a Christian at 52 years old, is still arguably just as good as he ever was.
Yeah, it's crazy how good. I think he aged not better than Edge, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Up next, number 48, we have going old school here with Luthez.
You want to talk about a guy who really not revolutionized what it means to be a modern
He
wrestler.
put pro wrestling on the map.
He really did. He was one of those first like big popular guys who like really just was a damn good fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
You know? There's so much in wrestling that he invented. The Luthez press he invented. Like,
I feel like if he was wrestling now in 2026, he could still get over.
oh, definitely.
That's how good he was back
he
in the day.
was so good. Like,
Is he a bit lower on this list than most people would have him? Yeah, maybe. But
we
that-
cannot deny how important he is.
exactly. Number 47. Hey yo, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon.
One of the
Whatever.
greatest wrestlers to never win a world title.
I agree. I think he is the greatest to never win a world title.
Second greatest. We'll get to that guy later. But Scott Hall / Razor Ramon. You know, he was just one of the most reliable, coolest guys in
Yeah,
wrestling.
he made being a bad guy cool.
First ever 4-time Intercontinental
Yeah.
Champion. Part of the NWO. One of, if not the most important factions in the history of professional wrestling. Like his matches with Shawn and Mania really put ladder matches on the map.
Yep.
And then he was part of that early celebrity involvement in WWE too.
It's weird because
In the 90s.
the Razor Ramon character only lasted, 3 or 4 years? But during that 3 or 4 years, he did so good stuff that it made such a big impact on wrestling. People still talk about him to this day.
The only reason Scott Hall is not higher, well, his TNA run was kind of, it was fine. It wasn't anything special. I
Yeah.
think Kevin Nash did better in TNA.
Oh, I agree.
But also, he had a lot of issues.
Yeah, if,
And that's not, it's not, I'm trying, how do I say this in the most respectful way possible?
we're not, how do we,
It's very tricky to word this. He really...
we're not blaming his issues on
him.
him. Though it's his kind of fault, if he wasn't doing those issues, he probably would have had a better career,
Yeah.
sadly.
But
But
he got to not end his life on a high note, but I think he did.
yeah,
Like that Hall of Fame speech. The good times don't last, but bad guys do. Like, yeah, that he immediately. I miss him. He was the first of the NWO to go. Now there's only one guy
I
left.
was never hit harder before that. I was never hit harder by a wrestler's death than I was with his.
We made videos about it. I remember when
Yeah.
it passed.
Since then, I've been hit hard with others, but before him, not so much.
Yeah.
But up next, number 46, we have Harley Race.
One of the toughest and
Yeah.
most imposing wrestlers of all time. When you're one of only 2 people in wrestling Andre the Giant is afraid of,
Exactly.
and a great U.S. champion, great King of the Ring, his work almost speaks for itself. In like WCW, WCCW, he was in NWA, right?
I think so.
NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
United States champion, King of the Ring, like
Yeah, his WWE run wasn't anything special,
No.
but you gotta understand, what Harley Race did before WWE was something special. He was the first ever United States champion.
Yep.
He was fantastic. He was so good. Loved his style of wrestling. He was, like I said, a tough son of a bitch. Like, you believed him when he wrestled. He reminded me of like Arn Anderson in a way.
Oh, I agree.
Love Harley Race. He's been gone for a few years now, right?
Yeah, 5-6 years, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Up next, number 45. The first superstar we have here that is not or was not in WWE, Kazuchika Okada.
Listen, I just watched his match with Tanahashi. We will get to. Look, I can't even how do I describe it? He's fucking fantastic.
One of the best pro wrestlers in the world today.
Still, even after mind you, he's old now. He's way older than he was. Like 10 years ago?
Yeah, like late 30s, right?
Yeah, and he's still putting out damn good matches.
He is.
Like, when he first came to AEW, he was already in, like, a drop period from New Japan. But then, so sorry, bitch. He's funny as fuck. He went from one of the coolest wrestlers of all time to one of the funniest, but still one of the coolest wrestlers ever.
I haven't watched a whole lot of his stuff. I don't watch very much wrestling outside of WWE anyway. But the stuff of his I have seen, I've never seen anything bad.
No, there's nothing bad.
No.
There is nothing bad. Like, he has maybe, and I mean this, he's in maybe the greatest wrestling, like, not trilogy, because there was 4 or 5 matches. Best rivalries ever.
Yeah.
In him and another guy we'll get to, Kenny.
Yeah.
Like, their matches are legendary. Mm-hmm. They will go down in history as maybe the best stretch of matches for any rivalry ever.
Yep.
Like, holy shit. Like, even their match at All In last year, it might have been the weakest of their matches, but it was still fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Like Okada.
Up next, number 44. Sticking with AEW, we have Kenny Omega.
Yeah, listen. Like I said, you don't watch a lot of stuff outside of AEW.
No.
But you have watched enough AEW to know he is that fucking guy.
Yeah, Kenny Omega is...
You want to talk about the greatest wrestler, the greatest wrestlers to never work for WWE?
Kenny Omega.
He might be the best.
Probably. Him, I'd put Okada on there. I'd put Ospreay on there. MJF. There's a couple. But...
like Muda. I would put there.
Yeah.
But Kenny Omega, his body of work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Like, do we really need to say anything? His work from going basically up from junior heavyweight champion all the way to finally getting that world title. Great. And then basically everything he's done since then, becoming the face of AEW. When you really didn't think he would be. You would think he'd just kind of be there to be good matches, could be good for press. But when he finally won the world title, and then went on that great run with like Don Callis, that was like when Don Callis was at his like peak, I think. Like that run of the Elite, and then like I said, the all-out main event, and then him finally losing it to Hangman, and then sadly got diverticulitis.
Yeah.
But came back, and now he's going on the world title hunt again, and people are fucking excited for that because he is a top guy, especially with everything he's been through, mind you. Can you imagine if he was in WWE? I'm not saying...
He almost came before AEW started. He said that he was offered a WWE contract in like 2018, 2019. He almost came. He said it was very, very close and he would almost considered coming. Just imagine the career he would have had if he did come. The people he would have fought.
But he helps start AEW, and that's really important. I feel like we have to mention that. Yeah, he was part of that group, and then he proved Dave Meltzer wrong by Petty selling out All Out, and that was like the first start of AEW as well.
Yep.
Kenny's one of the greatest wrestlers, and I truly mean this, of all time. He's on the list for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't believe me, go watch any of his matches. Just go.
Up next, number 43. We have the Big Red Machine, Kane.
You want to talk about a career that's up and down, but basically, it's Kane.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gotta be Kane.
I'm gonna let you talk about Kane more, because you basically grew up with Kane more than I did.
Kane debuted 8 days before I was born. That original Kane character, the black, the red, the mask, the hair, Undertaker's brother... That storyline, being Undertaker's brother, may be the best storyline in pro wrestling. Or at least one of them. And Kane took this character and
That
like,
should have worked, by the way.
yeah, it should not have worked, and he made it work. And like, yeah, maybe he kind of had Undertaker's help, but not much. It was primarily Kane. But the things he did,
For so long,
Yeah.
too. And there's so many different eras of Kane.
yeah, his WWE title run lasted a day. So what?
But he's more than that.
But from going to a mask to not wearing a mask, back to wearing a mask, and just being able to adapt.
We don't talk about Corporate Kane.
Being able to adapt and change the character around when he needed to. Like, not many people can change their character and still be successful.
Yeah, because we had, like, Attitude Era Kane, Ruthless Aggression Kane, and then we had kind of PG Kane, but, like,
Yeah.
2000s Kane. Then there was 2010s Kane. We don't talk about Corporate Kane. And then, end of his career Kane.
Yeah.
And he was always, like, not a top guy, but, like, he was reliable.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he stayed around so
Yeah,
long.
and even like near the end of his career, like 2016, 17, 18, I was still excited to see him, just as I was as a kid. Like, when he'd show up, I'd be like, hey, Kane is here. That's awesome.
Yeah, we like Kane. But yeah, the only reason Kane is so low. Up and down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good and a lot of bad. What's
Up next, number 42, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, whichever one you want to call her. Recently with the
Belt collector?
Yeah,
she
the
still has.
belt collector gimmick. Like, say what you want about it. At the end of the day, you're not gonna win that many titles if you're not good. You have to be good in order for people to want to put that
your
many titles on you.
To want to put your title on them.
Yeah,
And, like I said, she didn't need WWE. We thought she did.
yeah,
But she was like, no, fuck WWE. I'm better than that. And even in her WWE run, she may have lost most of her Mania matches, but was she fantastic almost all the time?
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
She was good in spite of WWE's booking. Because not saying they treated her like shit, but...
Look at NXT. That feud with Bayley.
That feud, we have to talk about that feud with
Yeah.
Bayley. Like, that put... Not West... I don't want to... Because I can't say they put Western Women's Wrestling on the map, because that was more TNA, and we'll get to them.
Yeah.
But, like... if we're talking, like, modern women... What truly became modern women's wrestling, you have to talk about Sasha vs. Bayley in Brooklyn. You have to.
Yep.
And then she had went back and
That match, I would say, was kind of the start where the women's revolution started. Where
Stephanie could say she started all the time, but if you know wrestling, you know it was these two.
Yeah, it was.
And then she just always delivered. She was in the first main event of a pay-per-view for women. She was in the first women's cell match. Mm-hmm. She was in the first women's main event of WrestleMania. What more praise can I give her? Do I love her run in AEW right now? No. But do I still enjoy it? A lot more now than I do. Because she's always so entertaining to watch. And she most of the time delivers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up next, number 41, another woman, Mickie James.
This is kind of a both of us kind of thing. Because I didn't watch a lot of early Mickie James. That was more you.
Yeah.
But I've caught up to her, more recent TNA stuff and kind of her modern run in WWE, but not really.
I would say she's only on this list probably because of her TNA stuff. If we're going just primarily pre-TNA, early WWE.
That was good. It was better than a lot of what was going on.
It was good, but I don't know if she would be on this list if it was only that.
I'd say she had the first great women's WrestleMania match.
That is true.
I don't want to say first great. No, I'd say first great.
But then once WWE went PG, she had that terrible feud with Michelle McCool and Layla, the whole Mickie James garbage. And it wasn't until she went to TNA she kind of took the Knockouts division and I don't want to say put them on the map.
No,
but,
because those were two others.
But like enhanced it. She made it better than it was before she got there.
Yeah, and her showing up in the Rumble with the Knockouts title.
Yeah.
She was the first person to do that.
I would say it's her more recent stuff over the past 10 to 15 years that
Really
put
good.
her on this list.
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah.
Like, always good in the ring. She was very different from everyone else.
Yeah.
And I like
Yeah.
that she stood out. Mickie James is awesome. She's good in multiple companies. And that goes a long way. You'd be surprised how much that goes a long
Yeah,
way.
not many people can be good in every company they go to.
Mhm.
Up next, number 40, we have my boy, Seth Rollins.
2-time Grand Slam champion.
Just a guy who literally can work and have a good match with anybody.
He's modern Mr. WrestleMania.
He made Omos look good at Backlash. Omos can't wrestle. That was the best match Omos ever had. Why? Because it's Seth Rollins.
He just, when Seth is great, he's really good.
Yeah.
When he's not good, yikes.
But 9 times out of 10, he's good.
His batting average is damn good.
Yeah.
It's better than a lot of people.
I can't remember the last time, not recently anywhere, where Seth just had just a terrible match.
Yeah.
Some better than others, but in the last couple of years, I don't think any of them has just been just terrible.
He's done so much too.
Yeah.
He will tell he always says, "Oh, he was never chosen. He was never the picked guy." He was. He 100%.
He's my boy for a reason.
He's so good. And like I said, modern Mr. WrestleMania.
I would agree.
I'd say
Because, I mean, last year, that triple threat match.
Drew, Paul, Cody,
The triple
Cesaro.
threat where he won the IC title was great.
Cesaro,
Yeah. Just
Kevin Owens in Pandemic Mania.
cashed in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
And had the match set with Orton earlier in the night.
Yeah,
too.
with the greatest RKO of all time.
He's just going from the Shield. And I also, stuff like we can't mention, Tyler Black. His stuff in Ring of Honor. He was a great Ring of Honor World Champion. He kind of copied Punk, but it was good still. He made it his own thing, and he did a damn good job.
And to your point, when we were making this list a month ago, yeah, he's still young, probably has a lot of career left. At the end of his career, chances are he'll be even further up this list.
Oh, 100%. I'd say he's the most consistent member.
Yeah. Up next, number 39, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
He had the first great, I don't want to say first great WWE match. I don't know if that's true, but if we're talking like WWE great matches,
Steamboat is another one where I feel like if he wrestled today with the current roster and the way pro wrestling is now, he could still get over
Did you
it.
see him in 2009?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that feud with Jericho.
Less than a month, but goddamn it.
Yeah.
He was great.
He was.
But I want to mainly mention his time in NWA, his non-WWE stuff, NWA, WCW, because you were just talking about it. You watched his matches with Flair.
Yeah, I was just watching him, and some of the best matches in maybe of all time even.
It's
Their match at Clash of Champions or Wrestle War or whichever one. Guy, those matches were awesome.
yeah, they're right.
Up next, number 38. Go ahead and ramble about him all you want. Bryan Danielson.
Guys, he's the best wrestler alive, and it's not even close. He went from Ring of Honor to WWE to AEW. Literally all of it great. Literally all of it. What more can I say? I want to go speed this up. I want to go a little bit faster. I don't want to ramble forever.
All I'm going to say is that Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, it doesn't Does not matter. Fans love him for a reason.
He just is like one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking just in ring, and also, he's got two of the most heartwarming things in wrestling history: WrestleMania 30 and All In 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, just perfect, really perfect.
Number 37. His son is not on this list, but he is. Dusty Rhodes.
Son of a plumber. Like, if you want to talk about some of the most relatable wrestling promos of all time, because he did not look like...
Those promos are, to
Legendary.
this day, some of the best promos ever.
Like, you want to talk about guys who didn't fit the normal bill of, like, all the other wrestlers around that time.
Dusty is one of them.
And you can say, we don't like the polka dots, and we don't. But his work in WWE wasn't horrible. Especially with his sons. Like, that storyline in 2013, putting his hand in Stephanie's face. Go for that. And
which was his actual, like, last major thing he did in wrestling before he passed away.
But we have to talk about his probably most important contribution to modern wrestling, NXT.
Yeah, he was a big part of NXT.
But I think a lot of the top people in wrestling, right, top guys in WWE, like Roman, Seth,
Kevin Owens, like
they're Dusty's like kids.
Yeah, they're called Dusty's kids, even though Cody and Dustin are his actual kids.
Yeah,
but still.
And he did great in his sons as well.
Yeah,
like look how his. I don't think Goldust is on here. Is Dustin on here?
Goldust and Cody are not on here.
But look how they turned out because of Dusty. And that can be overstated. I'm not saying they're Nepo babies, but like. You know?
Mm-hmm. Such a great
we miss him.
Guy.
12 years this year?
I think so.
No, it was
11.
Was it 2015 or 2016?
Yeah, 2015 it was. It's going to be 11. Up next, number 36. Shane Douglas.
The greatest ECW champion of all time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about a guy who did jack shit in WWE, said, fuck the system, and I mean, really helped changed from Eastern Championship Wrestling to Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was one of the top fucking guys there.
He was, for sure. 100%.
And his stuff in TNA was good. His stuff with Raven was really good in, like, early TNA. He is just fucking cool. One of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. Someone I don't think I gave enough credit to until, like, a few years ago, even.
I agree. I didn't... Like, I always knew who he was, but I never really watched any of his stuff until just 3-4 years ago.
His stuff in, especially ECW, because there are a lot of do you have it like RVD or any of those guys on here?
I know RVD was discussed at one point in the process of putting this together. I think RVD and Tommy Dreamer were both discussed.
Yeah.
And we just never put them on here.
But we're talking about guys who made ECW better. We gotta mention RVD.
Oh, for sure.
Respect to him. But Shane Douglas really was that guy.
Yep,
ECW.
he was, for sure. Up next, number 35. The Great Muta.
One of the... I would argue the
I would say basically the Shane Douglas of Japan.
Yeah, I'd say, well, it's like him, Inoki, but it's Great Muta.
Which Inoki we'll talk about later.
You want to talk about guys?
No.
Like...
There's a cat here.
Just shove him off. It's okay.
Down. Go.
Bye, bud. We love you.
Okay.
But
back to
Muta. I argue he's the greatest wrestler to ever work in WWE.
For sure.
I think he is. Like, I know he was inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame, but like he didn't do anything in WWE.
No. We're busy filming.
He sounded so
sad.
We love you, bud. But Muta. What more do you have to fucking say about Great Muta? He's one of the most legendary professional wrestlers of all time. His stuff in Japan, his stuff in WCW even was fantastic. And then his stuff in modern New Japan, his retirement tour was a big deal. There's a reason WWE let Nakamura show up in like Pro Wrestling Noah. I think he helped start up Pro Wrestling Noah.
I think so. Yeah, I believe he did.
That's super huge. Muta was great. Literally, was he in TNA?
Was he? I don't know. I want to say yes, but I don't know that for sure.
But yeah, Great Muta. Like, he invented the mist in the face, too.
Yeah, he did.
And he has two very distinct styles. He has the cool face paint, which is some of the coolest face paint in wrestling history.
Mm-hmm.
So that wicked mask he wore all the time.
Yep.
He is such an inspiration. Basically, there's a lot of guys in Japan who owe their legacy to Great Muta. But yeah, next, number 34.
Number 34, Bailey.
Hugger. I really lobbied for Bailey on this list. I remember you were like, I don't know if Bailey's on this list.
Yeah, I was kind of iffy on her, but you eventually convinced me. Because, I mean, going back to what we talked about with her and Sasha, like, the 4 horsewomen were a big part of NXT Black and Gold.
Oh, yeah.
10,
Sasha
11
Banks
years
and Bailey.
ago. Yeah.
But Bailey sneakily has always been very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think what really took Bailey from... Because, like, when she got called up, she won the title, yeah, but, like, didn't do much for a few years.
No.
Like, did not do much. However, that all changed in 2020. She went from pretty good, like, very important, but okay. 2020, where she carried SmackDown
And now the camera's moving.
as women's champion. SmackDown Women's Champion Bailey, when she turned heel, holy shit, that was like one of the most entertaining things.
I agree.
And then, Damage Control.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then she won the Rumble, won fans back over, and now is in the later half of her career where she's helping put over people. Literally,
Yeah.
she started up that wrestling show not that long ago.
Yeah. But even the current stuff she's doing with Lyra is still just awesome.
And Bailey's done it all.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble. The only thing she hasn't done, and sadly I don't think she ever will, is main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, sadly.
Because Charlotte did, that's right.
Yeah.
But I feel bad, but I would really like her to maybe main event WrestleMania.
Hey.
I don't think she will.
Never say never. But
yeah, I can't mention enough how Bailey is securing the future of women's wrestling, I think.
Yep.
Like that show with, like, she got John Cena to show up.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
she's doing what Natty does now, and I love that for her. And now, she might be going to AEW soon.
Apologies for the shaky camera. The cat's right here. Up next, number 33. It's Sting.
Sting. I mean, WCW. Sting. I mean, it's Sting in
Yeah.
WCW.
TNA even.
Like, Joker Sting was great.
Yeah.
But his run in TNA,
Crow
like,
Sting,
holy
Surfer
shit.
Sting, Wolfpack Sting. Like, it was all good.
he had one good moment in WWE, but what a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything
What
else
a
is...
moment.
Yeah, we don't talk about everything.
And then AEW, his stuff with Darby Allin.
It's fantastic. And
It
I will
is.
say, best retirement run in wrestling history?
Probably.
Is it the best retirement match? Up there. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah, it's up there for sure.
Like, holy shit, Sting. Like, I feel like there should be more to say, but, like, it's
Yeah.
kind of Sting. What do we need to say?
Yeah.
Done literally everything. Went out in the best way possible.
Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I'm sure you've at least heard of Sting.
Like, Sting would have been on this list regardless of his AEW
Oh, for
run.
sure.
But his AEW run was so
His
good.
AEW run put him this high on the list. He would have been a lot lower.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Like, Sting, I think it just solidified. Because if he just ended his career after WWE...
Well, and the part of why his AEW run is so good is because he was in his 60s doing that.
and he was protected
Name
really
any
well.
wrestler in their 60s that was as good as Sting was in his 60s.
And he didn't
There
lose.
isn't one.
He didn't lose a single match in AEW.
No.
And I was fine with that. Because he didn't... It's not like... Because he wasn't just like, oh, he was beating all the younger talent. But I think most of his matches were in tag team stuff with Darby.
Yep.
He helped build Darby.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge for him. And
Well, see, and like his WWE stuff, if he didn't get hurt in the match with Seth, he would have probably been around a lot longer and had more matches. And
we would have got the Taker match.
yeah, we would have.
But even his TNA run, His run
Yeah,
as
Joker
world
Sting was amazing.
and then his run as world champion all the time.
Th-
Stuff
that-
with Jarrett.
Joker Sting was kind of my introduction to Sting because I wasn't a WCW kid. So, like, I didn't really know who Sting was until I started watching TNA. Joker Sting was, like, where I was introduced to Sting. And then, as I got older, that's when I went back and watched all the old WCW stuff.
Yeah.
So, him, too, he's another one that's had a great feud with Ric Flair back in the day.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
matches. So,
It's Sting. By God, it's got to be Sting.
Up next, number 32,
He just had his retirement match.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
The ace of New Japan, the president of New Japan, for a reason. You want to talk about a guy who wrestled as long as anyone.
Is he 50?
He's like 50 something, yeah. I recently rewatched it. I watched his last match. Yeah, I'm gonna make you watch something.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's damn good.
He's another guy where, much like Okada, I haven't seen much of.
However,
But the stuff I have seen, I haven't seen anything bad.
he's so good, and for his age, he was good until the end.
Yeah.
His like,
was.
you want to talk about great rivalries with Okada? Hiroshi Tanahashi. Why do you think Okada was chosen as his final opponent? Because their feuds were great. Their main events of Wrestle
Yep.
Kingdom was awesome. He was so unbelievably good.
Yeah.
And he was wrestling for so long. So long, you know?
Yep.
Like, God, he's great. What a legacy. We'll miss you, Tanahashi. But you're great.
Up next at number 31, going back to WCW, but also did some WWE stuff. Kevin Nash.
Came in, had a bunch of terrible gimmicks at the start.
Yeah.
Like the Green Wizard shit.
Yeah. Oz.
But then Big Daddy Cool.
Yeah. Once he
Teaming with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, once he was Shawn Michaels' bodyguard at first. And then he slowly transitioned into actually teaming with Shawn in tag matches.
He was the classic example of tag team, Intercontinental Champion, World Champion. Was his world title reign as good as he likes to think? No. But then we talk about WCW.
Yeah.
The NWO again.
Yeah, that night NWO formed was maybe the greatest moment in WCW history.
And him, even before that, Hall and Nash coming over.
Yeah.
Like, when you say what you want about the later years of WCW, Nash was consistent.
Yeah.
He was good. And then something for more Main Event Mafia.
Yeah, I was a big TNA kid. Like, obviously I watched WWE more, but I watched TNA in the era of the Main Event Mafia. And just, not only him, but that group as a whole. Just, Sting, too, him, yeah. That group as a whole, to me, that's like one of the best factions in pro wrestling history.
It's so good,
And
dude.
Without Kevin Nash, you could argue Main Event Mafia may not be as good.
Yeah. And he, sadly, of the original 3 NWO members, is the only one still alive.
Yeah.
Which is really sad when you think about it.
But yeah, Kevin Nash is great.
Yeah.
Up next, number 30, El Santo.
I mean, the Godfather Luchador.
Pretty much.
He was basically Mexican Superman.
Pretty much, yeah, he was.
Like, he was in movies, he was in wrestling, he had his own comic books. Like, you talk about those guys, they still talk about El Santo to this day.
Yeah, they do.
Like, he is influential. I've seen not a lot of his stuff, but you cannot take away how important he is to Lucha Libre as a whole.
See, and a lot of people call Rey Mysterio the greatest luchador of all time. But El Santo's in that conversation for sure.
It's either him or Ray.
Yeah, which we'll talk about Ray later more, but like El Santo is in that conversation for sure.
Yeah, like he will go down because like even in my Spanish class in high school we talked about El Santo and everyone looked at me like, "Oh, name one of his matches." I'm like, I can't name it off the top of my head, but I know, like even they knew how important this guy
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Number 29. China.
Ninth one in the world.
Yep.
She went from DX Bodyguard. Well, she was great, and I think low key that was not her best run, but like that was really damn good.
It was.
Like becoming the first ever women's IC champ.
Yep.
She was the first woman to win a men's title,
She was.
and then she had honestly the really. Jericho doesn't speak fondly of it, but I liked the stuff with Jericho.
Yeah.
But you know my favorite stuff with China was? Latino Heat.
Mm-hmm.
With-
Yeah, her
with
stuff
China.
with Eddie, which
It's-
we'll talk about him too at some point.
And then she
So
got
good.
one last great moment in WWE winning at WrestleMania X7.
Yep.
And she had a small run in TNA too. And which,
Yeah, she did.
How was that? It was like
I don't
one
remember.
It was like 1 or 2 matches. right?
Yeah, it wasn't much, but
But like you can't take away how important China was.
Mhm.
Like you can't. Like she's the 9th one in the world for a reason.
yep.
Like
She competed in Royal Rumble matches.
before that was the cool thing.
Yeah. Up next, number 28, Batista.
For a guy his age when he started, you would think he would.
Yeah, he was like early 30s when he debuted in WWE.
And then that great story with Triple H.
Yeah.
And then you could sadly his career was not plagued by injuries, but like
No.
2009 was kind of bad. 2006,
Yeah.
but when Batista was really good, he was the face of the company.
He was.
Maybe at points not like more than Cena, but like at points like he was the bigger star at the time.
If you think of all of the champions who had the big gold belt, one of the first names that'll pop into your head is Batista.
If it's not Triple H or Edge, it's Batista.
Yeah.
He still has the single longest reign with the belt.
Yeah, he does.
And you say what you want about his later career, but he is part of that Mania match with Danielson.
Yeah.
And he gave us one of the greatest memes in wrestling history. With "Give me what I
Yeah.
want."
I still play that meme all the time.
His career was weirdly really short.
One of the greatest theme songs of all time.
2 of them. I like both of his theme songs.
So,
But yeah, Batista's just really fucking good.
yep.
Like, I can't describe it. Like, you want to talk about guys that were treated as equal to Cena at certain points in their career,
Batista.
and that was rare for Vince.
Hmm.
Because Cena was the golden child, but
Yep.
God, Batista's great. If he wasn't plagued with injuries, I think he would be even higher.
Number 27. Another guy who he may be the greatest of all time to never win the WWE title. Rowdy
This is the guy I was
Roddy
talking about earlier.
Piper.
Yeah, Piper's the best wrestler to never win a title. He should have won the title.
That match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania 8 is such a
His
good match.
feud with Hogan and especially.
Yeah.
Literally the foundation, the
Yeah.
backbone of old school wrestling in WWE.
Like when people talk about greatest feuds of all time, like Edge, there's a documentary where Edge was talking about his feud with John Cena. Edge said he wanted to be Roddy Piper to John Cena's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like people still mention Roddy Piper.
I
this
argue
day.
the main event of WrestleMania 2 should have been Piper going in as champion and Hogan as challenger.
I agree.
Piper should have been WWE champion.
Yep, he
and then
should
we can
have.
talk about his old stuff before WWE. That dog collar match with Greg Valentine
Yep.
over the United States Championship. What a guy.
Yep.
We love Roddy
So
Piper.
good.
He is probably one of the greatest talkers, one of the greatest heels of all time. Just one of the most beloved guys ever. Piper's
Yep.
Pit. Who doesn't love Piper's Pit?
Exactly. Number 26. We mentioned him briefly talking about El Santo. Number 26, we have Rey Mysterio.
He can be a deadbeat dad all he wants, but that can't take effect. You can't take away the fact that Rey Mysterio is probably the greatest luchador of all time.
Oh, I agree.
Like, I'm not even being.
Right.
You could talk about all the great masked wrestlers of all time, but there's a reason.
Yeah.
Not just that he was very
Apologies,
merchandisable.
shaky camera. Darn cat.
Is Rey fucking Mysterio. You want
Yeah.
to talk about wrestlers that which has been consistently going since what, the mid 90s?
Something like that, yeah.
He's never slowed down ever.
Yeah, he's in his early 50s now and can still perform just as good as he ever could. Not many people can say that.
Like, starting from WCW. Did he start in ECW or WCW?
I think he started in WCW and then went to ECW.
And then joined because
I think so.
like,
I may be wrong on the
you want to
order
talk about
there.
one of the greatest WCW feuds of all time. And in WWE.
Yeah.
Him and Eddie.
Yeah, that Halloween Havoc match.
Like, people still talk about that match.
Yeah, they do.
And then his run in ECW, for as short as it was, fucking good. And then do we need to mention WWE? He basically not accomplished everything, but
Yeah.
won a Rumble, won multiple-time world champion, multiple-time Intercontinental champion, multiple-time tag team champion, multi-U.S. champion, and then held Dom.
Yep.
Without Ray, there would be no Dom. And
Yep.
then his stuff in fucking Lucha Underground, his stuff in the indie scene, then came back and still fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
He is still wrestling like he's in his fucking 20s and 30s.
He is, for
He's
sure.
goddamn ridiculous. For his age, like, he was wrestling, what, a few weeks ago? Was the last time he wrestled?
2 weeks ago, something
Yeah.
like that.
He wrestled like he's...
He's 51 years old, and you wouldn't know it to the way he wrestles.
And, like I said, I mean, for God's sakes, people.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I have a fucking Rey Mysterio mask. Do you know how many wrestling fans have one of these? Like, I feel like literally every wrestling fan has at least one of these.
I do. It's a cheap plastic one. It's not this good a quality, but I do have one.
When you look at this, you know exactly who this is.
Yep.
I know a lot of people who don't give a shit about wrestling who know Rey Mysterio.
You go to Mexico, you'll see those in stores.
Yeah, you go anywhere in wrestling. I still see Rey Mysterio shirts. Iconic.
Talking about him that way makes me feel like we should have put him higher on the list, but oh well.
Oh no, only the 20th something best wrestler ever. Oh no.
26. Up next at number 25, we're halfway done.
Bro.
Trish Stratus.
She went from manager who could not sing, who could not wrestle for shit, but actually busted her fucking ass in that 6-year span, or 6-7 year span, 99 to 2006.
Something like that, yeah.
She was still gonna be this high regardless because she's what, 7-time women's world champion, had great matches, and was
Look at her feud with Lita.
Is Lita on here?
No,
Why the fuck is Lita not?
I don't know.
But her and Lita, first ever women to main event Raw.
Yeah. Weren't they also the first ever women's steel cage match, too?
They were, in fact, yes.
So.
Like, you talk about women's wrestling rivalries that defined.
And the fact that she still comes back every now and then, she can still put on good matches. Her match with Tiffany at Evolution was pretty good.
Her match at Mania, she came back.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, she was consistently just one of the best of all time. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, there's a reason she's in consideration for, like, number 1 or 2 for best women's wrestlers of all time.
We have one woman higher than her, and I'm sure you probably know who it is. But yeah, Trish is great. Up next, number 24, the best in the world, CM Punk.
Would he be this high if it wasn't for his modern run, you think? Or his AW run? Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, you
Probably.
want to talk about guys who started in TNA with Raven. Again, early TNA guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to Ring of Honor and being one of the best Ring of Honor champions of all time. And doing...
Well, but in general, you have a guy who maybe has the best promos of all time. Like,
there's like 1 or 2 guys I think maybe do.
But he's up there for sure.
There's one, yeah.
But the pipe bomb, before that happened, no one's ever seen anything like that before.
And then another underrated one. His promo when he signed his WWE contract
on the
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, the Ring of Honor title. Yeah,
his stuff in AEW. His promos against Eddie Kingston. his promos against
Yeah.
Darby, his promo that MJF feud.
Yeah, the dog collar match in particular, I think is Punk's best match he had in AEW.
I think it's like Punk's not best match ever, but like, and we have to mention 2011.
the summer of
Punk.
Punk.
Like, he was the most popular person in the world. He was.
Yeah.
He was more popular than Cena.
When they say best in the world,
There was a
at
reason.
the time he really was.
And now, I think he's just in his honeymoon period.
Yep.
It's not the same Punk, but like he's still going damn good. He's world champion right now.
Yeah, at the time of filming, he is the current
world champion. Like he's reliable, consistent, and was in one of the best matches. He was in the match of the year like 2 years ago.
Yep.
The feud with Drew, great stuff. He was in one of the best matches of last year in the triple threat match. Just consistently,
Yeah.
Punk is one of the best of all time. You can't take away the fact that CM Punk is one of the most important wrestlers in history of professional wrestling. Because he is.
And say what you want. Yeah, maybe he's said things outside of wrestling that maybe he shouldn't have said.
A lot of wrestlers do that, though.
But we're not talking about outside of wrestling. We're talking about what he did in
Well,
wrestling.
if it pertains, yes. Next.
Up next, number 23. The next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
Best rookie year in wrestling history?
Probably.
I mean, it's either him or
Well,
Angle.
and if we talk about the best sellers in wrestling too, Brock
Brock's an
is
underrated seller.
Yeah, he's up there for sure. Like Brock seems like the type of person
Who
that,
wouldn't sell for anyone?
yeah.
Who no sells for people?
Well,
no.
But he also seems like the type of person where
If he likes you, he will work his ass off for you.
he claims that he doesn't love this. He didn't grow up with it, and it's only business. But I think he secretly loves it. That's why he's so good at selling.
Like I said, if Brock likes you, he will sell his ass off for you. Danielson, fucking Styles,
Yep.
Angle, Cena.
Yep.
Like, say what you will about his 2010s run, because it was absolutely mixed bag as fuck. But
Yeah.
when Brock Lesnar was fantastic, I'm talking like 2002.
The era of Brock Lesnar that I watched as a child.
2002 to 2004. Dude, it had my favorite match of all
Kurt
time.
Angle, Undertaker, The Rock.
He
Like,
got good matches at a big show.
yeah, he did.
Like, his stuff with Eddie, his stuff with Cena. Like, god fucking damn it. You want to talk about... Dude.
His return in 2012,
Was a big fucking
it
deal.
was. And then that match with John Cena at Extreme Rules.
He should have won, but it was still
yeah,
damn good.
the best match that him and John Cena ever had.
No,
like-
I still think that's the squash match. He's involved in two of the best squash matches in history.
True.
Like, for God's sakes. He made Goldberg... Well, kind of... he made Goldberg interesting again, somehow.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
But, like, again, even in the bad stuff, when he was good, like his Rumble performances. Like, 2003, great Rumble. 2020, going to the Rumble as champion. And then going through his career like that. Just say what you want about Brock in and out of the ring.
Is there anything good we can say about his feud with Roman?
The Mania match, the first one.
Yeah.
And the SummerSlam match.
If we're talking like a guy who
Really high highs, really
Yeah.
low lows. But the high stuff is so good. And especially the first 2 years. I think that's really what gets him this high.
see, and he's another one where I feel like has some of his best matches with people you wouldn't expect him to have
Do I need
good
to
matches
mention the
with.
Survivor Series matches again?
Yeah,
Like Styles? Danielson?
yeah,
Like how the...
so good. Up next, number 22, we have the Game, the King of Kings, Triple H.
I want to talk about a guy with high highs and low lows. Going from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. No, WCW. In the, what the fuck was it?
Jean-Paul Levesque.
I don't remember what that was. Like Electric something. Thunder
Yeah.
Going from the power plant in WCW to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, which is fun. We liked Hunter Hearst Helmsley. But then, DX. You want to talk about DX? Like,
The faction that basically started the Attitude Era.
that launched his career. Like, when Shawn was gone, he was there.
Yeah.
Like, and he led DX's against the Nation.
Yep.
Then finally getting crowned as champion. And his run as WWE champion and the WWE champion specifically.
See, he's not a fan of the Reign of Terror.
No, but I will say, when you think of the big gold belt, you think of Triple
Yeah,
H.
you do.
And he's had good matches as world champion.
I like the Reign of Terror personally. I grew up with that. To me, like when I think world heavyweight champion, there's only one guy we'll get to that I think of over Triple H. But Triple H is up there for sure. Like Evolution.
It was his baby. It was his belt.
Yeah, Evolution was like kind of his creation. But let's not even end there. Let's talk about what he did with NXT Black and Gold. Like, yeah, he wasn't a wrestler there, but you need to mention that when we're talking about the great things Triple H has done.
And we don't talk about modern booking because he's kind of in a I'm better than everyone else phase again, which I kind of hate. But like even his stuff in the 2010s, 2000s was mostly fine.
Yep.
But I think the best years of his career were the
I would say, yeah, like 98 through 2004, around there, I would say, was Triple
even
H in his prime.
2006, and like when he was chasing the title.
Yeah, I would say that era, those 7-ish years or so.
And even in like 2008, 2009, he was still having good matches.
Yeah.
And then he comes back a few times and has decent matches. Mm-hmm. And he retired in 2022. But like, Triple H is so important to wrestling.
Yeah, he is.
There's a lot of bad of that guy. But like, he's important to wrestling. And, you know, like, when he was good, he was probably one of the best on the planet. Mm-hmm. Like, his peak was like, damn fucking good. Like,
he's another one where if you're not a wrestling fan, you know who Triple H is.
Yeah. Sorry, you mean Triple R?
Yeah. Up next, number 21. The guy who had the WWE title longer than anybody. Bruno Sammartino.
He sold out Madison Square Garden how many times? Like 100 times?
A lot. And that includes his Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He is, he's the greatest WWE champion.
Yeah. There's a reason he had the title for 11 years combined?
Yeah. Like he was the face of the company. Like WWE would not be where it is without
people were worried that Roman would have the title longer than him. This guy was one of them. But Bruno was, at the time, so good.
Like, he was the face of WWE for a bit.
He was.
And WWE would not be
He was Hulk Hogan before Hulk Hogan.
WWE would not be what it is without Bruno.
Exactly.
It's that simple. There is no WWE without Bruno, without him selling out Madison Square Garden all those times. Mm-hmm. Like, he is, like, so important to WWE. Like, when he lost the title, you talk about moments in wrestling. When he lost the title, it went silent.
Yeah.
Like, the whole, like, you don't get that ever. You rarely get that nowadays. That's how big of a deal it was.
Yeah.
The Italian Stallion.
Number 20. The highest woman on this list. The man.
The current Women's Intercontinental Champion, right?
Becky Lynch. Yep.
Listen, I know what people are going to say. Why is Becky the highest woman on our list?
Look at the stuff she's done.
Look at everything she's done. She went from the most undervalued member of the Four Horsewomen at the time. Because she was always like the underdog.
She's the only. She's since won it, but at the time, the only one of the Four Horsewomen to not win the NXT title in their original run in NXT. She's since gone back to win it. But at the time in 2014, 15, 16, she was the only one that did not win it.
Yeah, and it took her a little longer than everyone else to win the title. She didn't win it until like late 2016.
Yeah.
But like, what really gets Becky this high is 2019.
Yeah.
2018 when she turns heel.
The man character is kind of what made her become who she is.
She was like
today.
the most popular person in wrestling during a bad time.
Yeah.
A bad time. And she did a really damn good job. And then her stuff later, she's just damn good. Like, think about it. 2021, 2022.
Yeah, pretty much ever since she returned from having a baby,
Yeah.
she's been at the top of the mountain.
She's just damn
But
good.
even recently, her feud with Lyra Valkyria is the best trilogy of matches in recent memory.
And like her run as women's Intercontinental Champion
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
It was.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
It still is. And she's gonna have a great
She's done things in wrestling that not many people will ever do again.
yeah. And I think there is only one woman currently right now who will get to the highest of Becky. And that's Rhea.
Yep.
If there's any woman who's going to be the face of the company like Becky was, it's going to be
and
Rhea.
Rhea's still young yet. She's only like a year older than me, same age as me around there.
Yeah.
So,
She's got a lot of time left.
yeah.
Because I think if anything, WWE should put their money on Rhea being the face of the company.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Not Braun, not Oba, Rhea.
Yep.
Imagine having a woman as the face of the company. Again.
Yeah, yeah.
Next.
Number 19, a man who very recently has been rumored to be returning to WWE.
Chris Jericho.
Y2J Chris Jericho.
He's my dad's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
My dad constantly says his favorite thing about Jericho is how Jericho constantly reinvents himself over and over. Does it work every time?
No.
But does it keep him relevant? Yes.
Yes, it does, for
Like,
sure.
He was doing stuff in New Japan, then ECW, then WCW. He had a feud with someone and the person wasn't even there. He has so many catchphrases, so many great eras. Jericho.
I mean, the list of Jericho, that era,
And then-
one of the best versions of Jericho.
He jumped gun. He helped start AEW. Again, another guy.
Yeah, he did.
I know AEW is relatively new, but that's still gonna go down as super important in the history of professional wrestling. He was the first AEW champion.
Yeah, he
They
was.
trusted Jericho to carry the company. And then I remember when Jericho went to WWE. No, went to New Japan. And he showed up for the Okada match, and everyone's like, oh. I remember you and I were talking about it.
No one ever thought Jericho would leave WWE because he himself said that he never would.
Yeah.
And then he did.
And then I had one of the best matches that year.
And now he could possibly be coming back. And the fact that he's 56 years old and can still wrestle at the level that he can. Like, are his matches as good as they once were? No.
And has his last
But they're better than you'd think they would be at 56 years old.
I will say his last 2 years haven't been the best, but I think that's negligible.
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned 2009.
Yeah, the best in the world at what I do, suit and tie, Chris Jericho.
And then the Michaels feud.
Yeah.
The fucking,
Just
like,
so
helping build up
good.
Cena. Like, he was important to the foundation
Yeah.
of building John Cena.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Next.
Up next, number 18, Andre the Giant.
8th one of the world, or...
8th, I think.
Yeah. I mean...
People would say the greatest big man in wrestling.
Yeah. He's one of the most famous wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he was good enough to be put in a movie. One of the best movies ever.
Yeah, I like the movie.
Yeah. And he was great in that. And, like, he was undefeated. But, like,
Yeah.
he had that aura about him. And one of the big reasons WWE got super big in the 80s, again, was because of Andre versus Hogan.
Yep,
WrestleMania 3.
for sure.
Irresistible Force versus the Immovable Object.
Yep.
Like, Andre, even in his later years, when he was in so much pain, he was still larger than life. He
Yeah.
was... The stories you hear about Andre.
Yeah, just some of everybody who has ever met or wrestled Andre the Giant has an Andre the Giant story, and they're all good.
Yeah, Andre Did he have like the best accomplishments in wrestling? No, but it wasn't about that. For
He's
Andre.
another one too, though, where like think of the Royal Rumble, where Jake the Snake Roberts brought the snake into the ring and Andre was scared. Like,
out of the ring.
yeah, he's not actually scared of snakes, but like the fact that
He sold that.
yeah,
so
he
well.
sold it like he was like terrified of him. So
just-
good.
Yeah, his greatest strength was also sadly his weakness at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like if he actually had a decent run with the WWE title, it would have been one of the greatest runs ever.
Like as a big monster heel.
Yeah,
Even then, he was important to the WrestleMania 4 tournament.
yeah, he was.
Important in history, wrestling history. You can't
For sure.
talk about this. One of the most famous images and moments in wrestling history has Andre in it.
Yep.
Of Hogan body slamming Andre. Who wasn't the first to do it, but I mean, you think of important moments in wrestling, you think of Hogan and Andre. You
Yep.
have to.
Yeah, you do, for sure. Up next, number 17, Antonio Inoki.
I mean, probably the most important wrestler to come out of Japan ever.
I agree.
Like, I mean, Wrestle Dream is for Inoki, for God's sakes. I mean, you want to talk about guys who, like, he started New Japan Pro Wrestling, which
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, is a pretty fucking big deal. Former New Japan heavyweight, almost a WWE champion, for God's sakes.
It wasn't he technically won, and they just don't count it.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
won the belt, but they didn't count it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason he was inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame, and it was so important for everyone. Like,
He's another one, just like Okada and
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi, where I haven't seen much, but the stuff I have seen, I've loved.
I mean,
Like, such
You wanna-
a good. You want to put the best of Japanese wrestlers on a list. Antonio is on that list.
he has to be. It's a requirement at this
Yeah.
point. Like, I don't know what else to say other than, like, you look at Inoki, you think of him. You think of, like, the towel over him, his size, his face. No one looks like Inoki.
Yep.
Like, he is his own man. He is one of the greatest and one of the most important wrestlers in
Yeah.
history.
For sure. Up next, number 16, Mick Foley.
Bang bang. Three Faces of Foley. How the hell does he make?
Yeah, he
Everything.
got 4 gimmicks over. Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love.
WCW, ECW, Japan, TNA even. It wasn't like,
Is he the king of hardcore?
yes.
Like, just...
Even his WWE stuff.
He lost an ear in a match, guys.
His
like,
eye. Yeah, didn't it? Or was that?
he-
He tooth Hell in a Cell.
yeah.
He is important to wrestling history as well.
Mick Foley,
And I'd say
Is-
he was the guy. He was one of the commish.
he
We
was,
love the commish.
yeah.
And you want to talk about a guy who was always really good at helping build up new stars. He built up 3 of the best wrestlers of all time. He helped build up Triple H. He helped build up Orton, and he helped build up Edge.
Yep.
Like, you
He did.
can't. He's so important to wrestling. You can't. And all of his characters are great. Him as Mick Foley himself, great. Mankind. The stuff he did with Mankind.
I would say Mankind is the best.
And then Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack is great. We love Cactus Jack.
If we're talking Cactus Jack in WWE, not
Not-
that great. But outside of WWE,
I'd say even in WWE, Cactus Jack was great.
oh yeah, but the stuff he did as Cactus Jack outside of WWE was even better.
It was even better. And then even Dude Love, the
Yeah,
character from his
yeah.
childhood.
The character that you think wouldn't work, he made work.
Hello, God. Mick Foley is, and he's one of the most likable wrestlers
Yeah.
of all time. Like, how do you hate? You can't hate him.
Exactly. He's
He's like the fun grandpa. We love him.
yeah.
Next,
Number 15, Latino Heat.
Eddie Guerrero, the greatest
I love
Latino wrestler of all time.
Eddie as
I
a
just
child.
made a video last year talking about Eddie Guerrero. 20 years since he passed. But I think I bled my heart out enough about Guerrero. I want to let you talk
Yeah.
about it.
So again, he's one of those guys where you throw him in a match with literally anybody, it's gonna be good.
And you talk about a guy that beat his demons too.
Yeah, like, and like the fact that he had those demons and he got into a car accident and he was still able to perform at the highest of highs.
And he cleaned up. He got better.
Yeah.
Until he was taken too soon.
But again, going back to when we talked about Rey Mysterio, his match at Halloween Havoc, one of the best matches ever. Like, when you talk about luchadors and Mexican wrestling, lucha libre, Eddie Guerrero is, again, just like Antonio Inoki to Japan, Eddie is to Mexico.
Just saying, there's a reason people still reference Eddie to this day. Like, Eddie, the Guerrero family in general, is great. But, like, his legacy will live on forever.
It will, for sure, 100%.
The best to ever do it in multiple different companies. In AAA, early AAA, in ECW, in WCW, in WWE, just always so good.
Yeah. Number 14, the phenomenal AJ Styles. He is the John Cena of TNA.
Yeah.
He is the Hulk Hogan of TNA. He's the Stone Cold Steve Austin of TNA. Like, he
is Mr. TNA.
Yeah. He's the guy that put TNA on the map.
And he did everything in TNA.
Like, his feud with Kurt Angle, his feud with Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. Just, like, some of the best matches you could think of. That triple threat match at Unbreakable in 2005 might be the greatest triple threat match of all time. Like,
and he was even in Ring of Honor for a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
And then his stuff in New Japan.
Yeah.
A certain group he was part of.
Yeah.
That we need to mention. Bullet Club. We didn't mention it for Kenny as well, but we really should have. Bullet Club.
Yeah.
He was the guy in Bullet Club.
And then he comes to WWE.
And you think...
Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, John Cena. Like, some of the best stuff of his career.
He's wrestling more matches in WWE than TNA.
Yeah. And the fact that we're in 2026 now, and this is his last year in wrestling. Yeah. And he's still performing the same...
He had match of the year again last year.
He's performing just as good as he did 20 years ago.
It's so annoying how good he is.
There's a reason he's called phenomenal.
He is.
Like,
the best.
He's one, like, there's that saying, that you could put on a 5-star match with the broomstick. AJ's one of them. Like, he legit could. You got that fishing rod over there. He could put on a 5-star match with that thing.
And the fact that WWE trusted him enough to give him the belt in his first fucking year in the company.
Yeah.
And he did it twice, and he held it for a year.
Exactly.
Like, he's great.
He is, for sure. Number 13, you're gonna love this. Your favorite of all time, Kurt Angle.
I mean, it's my favorite wrestler of all time. I got to meet him personally, and like I got to talk to him. Let me tell you how awesome and great Kurt Angle is. I took Phoenix with me to go see Kurt Angle, and even Phoenix was listening to Kurt Angle's backstory, and Kurt Angle just talk about wrestling. Even Phoenix was like, "Damn."
Have we ever showed that picture on
the channel? Yeah, I hate how I look in that picture, but yeah, he's holding the ABW title.
Yeah.
Like, Kurt Angle is one of the greatest. I want to talk about the best rookie years in wrestling history. Fucking Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He won King of the Ring, Intercontinental title, European title, and WWE title in his fucking first year.
And again, going back to what we talked about with Brock Lesnar, like, if you're thinking Kurt Angle's all-time greatest rivals, like, Brock is up there.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena is up there. He was in John Cena's very first match.
John Cena inducted him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. John Cena should have been his final opponent, but we're not talking about that. But
like, and you want to talk about guys, as another guy, WWE TNA.
Yeah. But going back to the main event Mafia
he will tell you himself. He had a better run in TNA than WWE.
He did. And being a TNA guy, I would agree. Yeah. Like,
even I would say
his feud with AJ Styles.
His feuds with Sting.
Yeah.
His feud with... He had a great match with Nigel McGuinness. Stop.
He was, like... I guess wasn't he like the founder of the Main Event Mafia or the leader? Like,
He was the leader of the Main Event Mafia.
just the things he did.
He's-
Like, there's that cliche chant like "you suck,"
Dude,
but
he
doesn't.
He's the best, and the fact that he transitioned so beautifully
Yeah.
from Olympic gold medalist to WWE
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And even in his later years, in his general manager run in WWE, it was kind of whatever, but it was entertaining at least.
Yeah.
And I got to see my favorite guy wrestle live again. And what more could I possibly want?
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk another guy who could wrestle with a broomstick?
Exactly.
Like, he could wrestle with fucking anyone and make it like the best match
he
ever.
could for sure. Number 12. It's the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
You want to listen? If there was any guy at the time that was going to rival Hulk Hogan's popularity,
It's Macho
It's
Man.
Macho Man. You know how many people? If you're like the casual people will tell you they loved Hogan, the real fans love Savage.
Yeah. My dad, who's not a wrestling fan anymore, was back in the 80s and 90s because of Macho Man.
Ooh, everyone does the ooh yeah.
Yeah.
They still play the Slim Jim commercials for God's sakes.
I still, every time I eat a Slim Jim, I think
Savage
of
was
Macho
Slim Jim.
Yeah. I do that.
And his
Like,
promos were so great,
Yeah.
and he was so good as a. He's in low key top 3 or
he's in Spider-Man.
He's running DNA as
Yeah,
done whatever.
that TNA
But even
was-
in WCW,
But
he was still
yeah,
good.
his NWO stuff he did was
He is, like I said,
that match at WrestleMania against Steamboat, like one of the greatest matches of all time.
like he had one of the best stories of the what was 90s, right? Technically, because
Yeah.
99, it was like 89, 90 with Hogan. It was a year storyline told beautifully. Again, a guy who could wrestle with a broomstick and make it work.
Yep.
I've seen like maybe like 1 to 2 bad Savage matches. Like,
Yeah,
and
there's
that's it.
there's not many bad ones.
Well, he had a very distinct style.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
especially with his promos, but his matches. He scripted his matches beautiful.
I will say, there's a lot of people that do elbow drops now, but none of them do elbow drops the way Macho Man did them.
Except one, Punk.
Yeah, but Macho Man like made elbow drops cool.
And his theme song, "Played at Your Graduation."
Yeah, like his theme song is an actual song.
Yeah. And he's just one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
You can't even. Yeah.
Number 11, going from one Randy to another,
The
Randy
Viper,
Orton.
the Legend Killer, Apex Predator, like he's consistent.
Yeah,
You want to talk about guys? who,
Legend
like,
Killer.
Like you don't hear Jim Cornette talk very highly about many wrestlers.
No, you don't.
But he will always praise Orton because Orton is like one of the most clean wrestlers ever.
14-time world champion,
2-time Royal Rumble winner.
youngest WWE champion of all time, still to this day.
Yeah, like he is youngest world champion in WWE history.
still.
Like I don't know. Like I can't think of many
Like, but like his
garbage things he's
his
done.
greatest all-time opponents: John Cena, Triple H, Batista, Edge. Like, just the people he's fought and the matches he's had.
And the fact that people get so excited
Yeah.
to see him now. And he's still going strong.
SmackDown last night was in Germany. Fans were singing the crap out of his theme song.
And he's had 2 great theme songs.
Yeah.
And he's just one of the most reliable Again, there's that word again. Reliable
Mm-hmm.
wrestlers of all time and consistent.
Yep.
Like, when he retires, that'll really hit me when
It will,
not my
for
childhood is
sure.
over, but like, he was my heel champion. Because when I got back into wrestling, do you know what the first thing this motherfucker did? Cashed in on Daniel Bryan. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm hooked now, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I hated Orton as a kid, but like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He made it.
Randy was and is one of the best to ever do it.
He is. And in spite of that, he's outperformed his father.
He's a third-generation superstar, and he's the best Orton to ever wrestle.
Like, he will go down as one of the best of all time.
For sure.
Also, he may have the best finisher ever. So,
Probably.
Well, I mean, have you seen?
I mean, it's in
there's-
memes.
Do you know how many memes of? Do you know how many kids at school when we were in high school did RKOs out of nowhere? Because Orton was that guy.
There's kids doing RKOs that probably don't even know what an RKO is or where it came from. That's how iconic the RKO is.
Yeah.
Okay, top 10. At number 10, you talked about your favorite of all time. Now it's time to talk about mine. The rated R superstar, Edge.
Edge.
Where do I even begin with him?
From the start.
First, I had to push to have him in the top 10 because in your personal list, he wasn't in the top 10.
He was number 11. He was almost there.
He has more individual championships than anybody in history.
In WWE.
Yeah. Like, the things he's done. Showing up alongside Christian, The Brood, which was great. And then,
His singles run.
yes, singles.
Teaming with
run.
Hogan.
Yeah. Like,
Early IC champion.
he
runs.
himself has said, if you saw him do something stupid to his body, it was his idea. Being thrown off of a ladder through 2 tables. Spearing Mick Foley through a flaming table. Like, things that you should not do that
Again.
are dangerous. He did.
He was good in spite of a lot of his books.
To me, he's the greatest storyteller in wrestling history. My opinion.
Maybe.
My opinion. I didn't say he is guaranteed. It's my opinion. There's a reason he's my favorite of all time. Like, talk about one of the greatest heels, greatest world champions of all time.
I think he is the best world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I think he is.
He,
Like his run into feuding with the Undertaker,
yeah.
and it was his belt. You want to talk about guys that was his belt? Triple H can say it's his belt. all he
Yeah.
wants. It's really
See,
Edge's.
and we talked about Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper.
John Cena.
John Cena is Edge's greatest rival.
Edge's Cena's greatest rival.
Yeah. Like, and then you could argue maybe the greatest comeback story in pro wrestling history. Being forced to retire due to neck injuries.
It's either him or Danielson.
Being gone for 9 freaking years.
And then having one of the greatest Rumble returns
Yeah.
of all time.
And then having a great 3-year run in WWE after your return.
And then having an okay run in AEW. But
Yeah.
even still,
But
he's good.
it's
It's one of the few times you cried, or not cried.
there's been 2 moments in wrestling history ever to make me cry. When Edge retired and when Edge returned.
Yeah.
Those are, I'm not kidding, legit the only 2 moments in wrestling history I've ever cried. I love Edge so much.
Yeah, Edge is one of the best of all
I
time.
do the spear in ABW because of Edge.
Yeah, it's cool. Edge is the best. Clearly not the best of all time, but like, guys, it's fucking Edge.
Yeah.
Like, what? 2-time Rumble winner.
2-time Money in the Bank cash-in.
He had the best cash in for the
Yeah.
longest time.
Grand
Just-
Slam champion. Again, holds more titles than anybody else in
also-
the history of WWE.
I don't know if it actually matters, but one of the greatest entrance themes of all
Yes.
time. 2 of them.
One of only 3 guys to win King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank. Like, he's plus be Grand Slam champion. Like, he's done literally everything there is to do in wrestling.
Yeah, he's so good. Like, he is, if you want to talk about dastardly heel champions in the 2000s, you think
Yeah.
Edge.
Edge is so good.
Like, Edge took what Triple H did, but was even more fucking viral.
Yeah.
Like, his stuff with La Familia, beautiful. It's great.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
he's one of those humble guys, too, basically. He was asked to end the streak,
Yeah.
and he's like, fuck, I made event in
Yeah,
WrestleMania as world
exactly.
champion. I don't fucking need this shit.
No. He's a game changer in
Everywhere.
wrestling.
Number 9.
Okay, yeah, off Edge now. Number
Is this what I think
9,
it is?
the Tribal Chief, the Big Dog,
We don't talk about the big
Roman
dog. We're just
Reigns.
listen. The Shield is great. Shield is great. We love the Shield. But man, those first couple years, he had good matches.
Yeah.
He was never a bad wrestler. It was just who gave a shit.
Yeah.
He won Rumbles. He won so many world titles. And his booking was always his worst enemy.
Even like the 2015 through 2020 era of Roman, people hated him.
Ask him. I hated him.
I never hated Roman. I hated how they were booking Roman.
I hated the character.
I didn't necessarily hate the character. I just hated how they were booking him, making him a top star at the time.
And never turning him heel.
But then
he turned heel.
Yeah, and became the tribal chief. And like, yeah, he had the title longer than he probably should have. But that tribal chief character
literally
put him on the map.
Not just put him on the map, put WWE back in the spotlight. Took WWE out of its worst fucking time.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, I am the biggest tribal chief hater on this fucking planet. If there are no tribal chief haters in the world, I am fucking dead. However, even I can't take Roman out of this top 10 for how important he is to modern wrestling. He is the modern Hulk Hogan. There were 3 other guys who have held world titles longer than him in WWE, and those are Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, and fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Like,
and he came close to beating Hogan's too, right? Like, if he had it another like
Pedro's.
Yeah, if Roman had it another like 6 months, I think he would have beat Hogan.
Yeah.
Like he came close to beating
And
Hogan.
when he lost the title, I cried.
Yeah.
He was part of that. And the Bloodline storyline. We have to talk about the Bloodline storyline. Is it the... I don't want to say it's the best storyline in wrestling ever.
It's up there for sure.
It's still going on, technically.
Top 5 storylines of all time.
But, like, it really helped with his feud with Sammy.
But
him joining Sammy in the Bloodline. His stuff with Jay early in the Bloodline.
Yep.
Really great. He carried the company. He made me give a shit about a title I don't give a single fuck about.
And now, when he shows up,
he's he's like the Undertaker now.
Yeah, he's a big deal.
You don't get that ever now.
No.
You don't get those, like, he is on the level, he's above Brock now, I think.
Oh, he is, for sure.
And, like, when he shows up, even I'm saying this. The product is better when he is on it. And I'm saying that.
There was one phase in WWE where if you were competing at WrestleMania, it's like, okay, who's going to main event and who's going to face Undertaker? Now it's who's going to main event and who's going to face Roman Reigns. Like, it's... He's on a different level.
Now, it's crazy. This is where he should have been, I think.
Yeah. If he started this character in 2015,
I don't know.
His
honestly,
career would be way different.
I think because his career was so bad in the start. Well, not in the start, you know what I mean? Like, it got so bad, I think he needed this heel turn.
He did.
It's like he needed the bad to make this heel turn work.
And as much as I don't want to say it, it came at the right time.
It came at the time it should have.
Yeah.
Like, the product got better with him.
It did, for sure.
He had the great...
Yeah, the Tribal Chief character debuted during COVID when there were no fans.
But he benefited from that.
Yeah,
he made it work.
He did.
We basically copied it. That's what we do now.
Pretty much, yeah.
We do basically Tribal Chief matches for our matches. Because...
Pretty much.
And even I said... And mind you, I'm the biggest Roman Reigns hater. Ask him. It's true. I hated Roman Reigns. I still don't love him. I still don't want him to be world champion ever. But even I can't disagree that he is on another fucking level than basically almost anyone on the roster right now.
Yeah, he's awesome. Number 8. Sticking with that Samoan family, we have The Rock. Someone
Where to start?
He is the first ever third generation superstar.
Is he the first ever third generation?
Yes, he is.
Not perfect?
No. The Rock is someone who...
Again, like Roman. Started out.
Yeah.
Not great.
And then got better.
He found his charisma.
Yeah. When he was Rocky Maivia,
Who was he?
Exactly. No one knew who he was. Yeah, maybe he had the Intercontinental title as Rocky Maivia, but, like, you didn't really know who he was, anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
When he turned heel, joined the Nation of Domination, became The Rock. Hey, your dad's calling.
I know. I'm ignoring him.
That right there put The Rock on the map, being part of the Nation of Domination.
And then being the face of the company.
Yeah.
Literally, like, the face of the company. It was him and Austin. The faces of the Attitude Era. And every time he came back, it was slightly interesting.
Yep.
Like 2003, Hollywood Rock.
Not right now.
Hollywood Rock, for God's sakes.
Hollywood.
2002 Rock. He had a match with Hogan. Then he came back in 2011. His feud with Cena is one of the greatest things ever. Too bad the sequel, not as good.
Yes, say what you want about the match.
But that
Mania
first one, the
29.
build up to Mania 28.
The only time they booked one match, or a match 1 year in advance.
Yeah.
Which is a risk, because what happens if one of the two men get injured? You're screwed. You can't have that match.
Fucked.
So that's a risk, and they made it work.
And mind you, this was all before I started watching.
Yeah, and then the stuff he's done over the last few years with the Final Boss.
Dude,
Like, I turned heel in ABW. Like, my character is after the Final Boss.
Yeah, it's
Like-
the final boss.
Like, I would say,
He took a no-win situation from like, oh shit, we don't want Rock Roman.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck you. I didn't want it. You were like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But you saw the fight for this.
Yeah.
And we got it. WrestleMania 40 will go down as my favorite pay-per-view of all time.
Yeah.
Probably because of him.
the Final Boss version of The Rock, to me,
Is my favorite version.
yeah, it's the greatest version of The Rock.
Is it kind of whatever in the last year? Yes.
Yeah.
But
But 2024, Final Boss, build up to WrestleMania 40, some of the greatest stuff The Rock ever did.
and it was my first time getting to watch a Rock match live.
Live, yeah.
And I remember you talking about
I mean, Eric Rowan,
we don't count it.
Mania 32, but
We don't
like,
count it. But like getting to watch The Rock live again, and even at his age, was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
yeah, for sure.
He is one of the, and there's a reason he was one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood.
Yeah, 100%. Up next, number 7, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
If you want to talk about guys who's constantly in people's top 5s or top 3s even,
When you ask any
wrestling fan,
most wrestling fans who is the greatest of all time,
people are gonna
a
say
lot
Shawn
of
Michaels.
them, a lot of them say Shawn Michaels. There's
And I'm
three big names you hear a lot, but Shawn is definitely.
And I'm
one
gonna
of
be honest, if you're just talking about Shawn's first run in the company, he might not be in this list.
Yeah, to me, his second run from 2002 to 2010 is
Probably the single greatest run of any
it's
wrestler
the best
ever.
version of Shawn Michaels.
Not just the best version of Shawn, probably I mean this in the best way possible, the best run any wrestler has ever had,
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, ever.
Ever.
Like, so good.
He's starting out from the Rockers in AWA. Then becoming the Heartbreak Kid. That great, like I said, Intercontinental, tag team, getting that world title. Say what you want about the match. It was important, and he was the face of the company for that whole year.
Yep.
But then he had the back injury. And even then, he went out on a damn good match.
He did.
And then came back, had probably the best SummerSlam match ever.
Yeah, with
Triple H.
Yeah, and then shortly after that had
The Mania match
with Jericho.
and then had the great triple threat match
Yeah.
in Mania. He is Mr. WrestleMania
Yeah.
because of that run.
From WrestleMania 19 through 26. Pretty much every
He had the best match.
WrestleMania but one. He had the best match on the card.
Literally, I had to fight to not have Shawn Michaels on every single match.
Yeah.
When I made the 400 video,
And
I had to make sure Shawn wasn't every single match on that.
for some people, it might be kind of shocking that we have him outside of the top 5. But, like,
There's so many good guys,
Yeah.
guys. It's like they can't all be on here.
number 6. Someone who you hate as a person, but as a wrestler was great.
Right.
The Immortal.
Oh yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Let's ignore the fact that Terry Bollea is a piece of shit human being, right? Like Terry, we say what you want about him
What
as a human
he
being.
did in wrestling
Is
changed the wrestling world forever.
forever. Hulkamania was the biggest thing in the fucking world
We would not be the wrestling fans we are. We would not be making this video
without Hulk Hogan.
if it wasn't for what
And
Hulk
then-
Hogan did in the 80s.
And then he fucking did it again in the 90s
Yep.
in NWO.
Yep.
you could say the NWO went on too long and he won way more than he should have in his entire career. But Hulk Hogan is professional wrestling.
He and I've said this with a few guys. If you're not a wrestling fan, you know who Hulk Hogan is.
You know who Hulk Hogan
I
is.
mean that here, like legit.
I mean that, and I hate his ass.
Yeah.
I hate his
Like-
ass. But he's so important to fucking wrestling.
He is.
You talk about some of the greatest moments in professional wrestling. He's in like half of them.
Yep.
Body slam, the match with Rock, him turning heel.
Him joining the NWO, something you never thought would happen.
It's
Happened.
still, and I mean this, the best heel turn of all time.
It is.
Like, he held the title for like what, 3 years? Something
3,
like that?
4 years, somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, he is, and I mean this, he is professional wrestling.
He is.
Whether I like it or not, he is professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason he's not number 1 on this list. There's a lot of bad too,
Yeah.
guys. Like the bad is like,
Yep.
but this stuff was so good and so important. You can't keep him out of the top 10. You can't. If you do, you're just making a bad list.
Top 5. Here we go. Been filming over an hour. I gotta go home soon. Number 5. The Nature Boy.
Woo!
Ric Flair.
There's a reason people still do woos.
Yeah.
There's a reason people do. Whenever anyone does a fucking chop that isn't Gunther, people woo.
Yep.
He was the guy. The guy. He is Mr. WCW.
Yeah, he is.
Hogan can say he
The
is
4
all
Horsemen.
the stuff with Dusty, the
Yeah.
stuff with Steamboat, the stuff with
Sting.
like he was
Evolution.
Yeah, literally Evolution.
Yeah.
His stuff in WWE he has one of the greatest Rumble speeches ever, or he has one of the greatest Rumble performances of all time.
His final match against Shawn Michaels
in his final WWE
and
match.
almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be as good as it was. And the fact that he survived the plane crash. He was struck by
He
lightning.
had to change his wrestling
Yeah.
style. Changed his look completely. He kind of ripped off Buddy Rogers. But that's not the point. The point is, he took it and ran with it.
Yep.
He's one of the best of all time. He just is. And it's
He's another one where we said with Sean, when you ask any wrestling fan who's the greatest of all time, a lot of them will say Ric Flair.
and his figure 4 leg lock.
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
I do it.
I do it. And people do chops with Flair. There's a
I would
reason.
say the figure 4 is probably the greatest submission hold of all time.
We'll get to another guy who I think has an even better one.
Yeah. But
Number
of
5?
course. No, number 4. We have the Dead Man.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Who I think is the greatest big man in wrestling history. He is. Because you want to talk about a guy who took a stupid gimmick out
Yeah.
of context. The Undertaker is a stupid idea. It is an undead voodoo priest that should not work. Should not have fucking worked.
But he
Mark
made
Calloway.
it work.
Yes. And mind you, he went from Mean Mark Calloway to The Undertaker, a not talking guy. And he evolved so much wrestling over time. Went from no talking with Paul Bearer, eventually moving away from Paul Bearer,
To
becoming
being American Badass then later on. The fact that he would do something way... Like, the only similarities between the Dead Man and American Badass was his name. Your dad's calling again.
yeah.
But, like, that's the only similar thing. Is just the name. Everything else completely different. And then going back to the Dead Man years later. And then the WrestleMania streak.
Yeah. The streak in general on WrestleMania, but then having like the best match again. He was like Shawn. I had to fight to not have him as the best match of every fucking WrestleMania. From like, what was it? Do you want to say 23 to 29? Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Like, he is the greatest big man in wrestling history.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. I would argue, like, he could have been number 1. I could say for the next 4 guys, any of these guys
I
would be
would
number
say
1.
any of the top 5, you could put number 1. I won't argue.
Yeah. Let's talk to number 3.
Number 3, we have
Hell yeah.
Stone
Cold.
Cold Steve Austin.
Guys, He sold more t-shirts than anyone in
He
wrestling
did.
history. There's a reason Austin 316 is a thing. There's a reason people do the middle fingers. There's a reason that people fucking drink beers, 2 beers, and just goes like this. There's a reason you hear glass shatter and you think of Stone Cold. He wrestled, his prime was 4 years. 4 fucking years.
One of the most iconic finishers of all time, too.
No, the best finisher of all time. It is the best finisher. It's not even a question. It is the best.
And it's
even when it was shit,
but
it was the best.
it's only the best because of how people sell it.
Yeah, it's Austin is if you want to talk about guys who was pro wrestling, if it wasn't Hogan, it was Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in ECW and WCW, stunning Steve Austin, and then in ECW, he slowly got that persona, and then every time he come.
Do we mention the Ringmaster?
Not really. But, like, he's so good, dude. And you want to talk about storylines that brought WWE back into the mainstream? No. His stuff with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And then eventually the McMahon-Austin feud is, I mean this, the most important and probably the greatest feud in wrestling history.
Yeah. And then his stuff with The Rock.
Dude, those Mania matches, dude.
But then he's gone. He retires for 20 years.
And every time he comes back, people get so fucking excited.
And then comes back for one match
Against
at
Kevin
WrestleMania
Owens.
38 against Kevin Owens.
And it was awesome.
And being 58 years old.
I was against it.
Match.
I remember telling you this. I was not happy when I found it. I was like, oh, I found out the KO show was main event. I'm like, oh no, Austin's wrestling. Because after the Shawn incident and Taker and Goldberg, I was like, oh no, it's gonna suck. No, it was fucking awesome. I got to watch it, dude. I got to fucking watch a Stone Cold match live.
Too. I hadn't watched one live in over 20 years at that point.
Yeah, and I got to, and it was awesome. And every time he shows up, it's a blast. Except when he injured a woman at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah,
Austin, like he's the best. He's great.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about the guy who came before him. Probably if we're talking just mat wrestlers, if we're talking in ring.
At number 2, the best there is,
the best there was,
and the best that there ever will be. Bret
the
Hitman Hart.
It's Bret fucking Hart, guys. First ever was he the first ever 5-time WWE champion? No, he was second ever.
I forget, but still great.
I mean, you want to talk about a guy who carried the company in one of the worst, darkest eras. Like it's Bret fucking Hart. I don't really know. He went from Hart Found again. He is the quintessential tag team guy. I keep saying this a bunch of times. Tag team, IC, world champion, and he fucking earned it. And he might not have been the best on promos. He might not have been
but he was
the most charismatic guy.
Yeah, and even in ring, as I said with Shawn Michaels
and Kurt Angle,
and
Danielson.
I would say Bret Hart is the best in-ring performer of all time.
And he's one of the best sellers of all time. He is the best seller of all time.
But that match
with Austin,
the one with the British Bulldog at SummerSlam,
the
one with Mr. Perfect.
He got good matches out of Hakushi.
Yeah,
and he got the best matches of everyone. I was listening to what's the best matches of every WWE year. In the 90s, there's a lot of Bret.
Exactly.
And even his stuff in the WCW, it wasn't the best, but it was still good.
In the 90s was equivalent to Hulk Hogan in the 80s.
He, like I said, after Hogan left, he had to carry the company. And he fucking carried the company. Yep. And he was popular. And even when he was a heel, the Hart Foundation, holy shit was that popular. Mm-hmm. Him as the Canadian heel, and say what you want about how he left, it's still one of the most important moments in wrestling history.
For sure.
Him defecting to WCW. Because, but he's not the best.
No, because at number 1, we have
just
the guy who just retired. He was always announced to the ring as the greatest of all time.
And it's hard to argue.
John Cena.
What do you say? What more do you say about John Cena that hasn't been said? Through all the bad, for all the mishandled booking.
Super Cena.
Super Cena was kinda, for all the bad, he is the best. Say what you want. When it came to Big Match John, he was Big Match John. coming in and becoming WWE champion, getting that rub, and then going on that run.
There's a reason Super Cena existed.
There's a reason he sold so many fucking t-shirts.
Every color of the rainbow.
There's a reason he's the number one Make-A-Wish person. There's a reason
To this day.
he broke Ric Flair's record.
He did.
He's the most world champions in WWE. What really, I think, and I mean this, I don't think John Cena would be number one if it wasn't for the later part of his career.
I agree.
Like,
I
if he
fully
retired in, like, 2013, he would be top 10, but he wouldn't be number one.
I fully agree.
It is when he decided in his later part of his career to start putting on the best match of every fucking show he was on.
Yeah, and it was around that point,
2015.
too. Where
I say start 2013.
It was around that time, too, where he would start doing moves in the ring. The fans would be chanting, "You can't wrestle."
And then he started wrestling.
He would start doing moves in the ring. The springboard stunner. Moves that a guy like him
Code Red
wouldn't do. Code Red, yeah. He starts actually wrestling and proving that he can wrestle.
And I'd argue he has the single greatest, if not Gunther, the single greatest mid-card title reign of all time in the U.S. Open Challenge. There's a reason it's still going on now.
Yep.
And then every year he comes back. You see the reaction people get from him. There's a reason everyone was excited for Rock versus Cena. There's a reason everyone knows you can't see me. Everyone does this.
You briefly mentioned him breaking Ric Flair's record. There's a reason why John Cena was chosen to be the guy to do it. If you're not great, you're not gonna have success in this
some of
company.
Other people's best moments are with Cena, Punk, RVD, Daniel Bryan, like Styles.
Edge.
There's a reason he is the guy you go through to get to the top of the company.
Yep, 100%.
But like I said, the later part of his career, where he started having the best match of every show he was on.
Yep,
He
for sure.
2013, he did it with Bryan. 2014, he did it with Brock. 2015, he did it with the U.S. Open Challenge. In 2016, did it with Styles. 2017, he did it with fucking Styles again.
Yep.
And then slowly started, but that run was fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it took Cena. And then there's a reason they give him a retirement run, a whole year for this. Because he deserves it, because he is the GOAT. He is the greatest professional wrestler. Probably of all time. Will someone topple him? Who knows?
Maybe one day, but that one day isn't today.
There you go. This video is going to be 2 hours long.
We didn't make a video, we made a movie.
We made a fucking movie. Thank you guys so much for watching the 500 video. We didn't think it'd be this long. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for 500 videos, guys.
Yeah, this... maybe for 1,000 videos we'll come up with the top 100 superstars of all time. But,
maybe.
and then make a 3-hour video.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys.
We have lots of ideas for 2026.
I'm excited for 2026.
Me too.
End of 2026.
My bottle's empty, but here's the 2026.
Here's 2026. See you guys.